What's happening, far, far away family? Welcome to LightSaber Radio, the most outrageous Star Wars show on the web. And today, we're going to talk about a few different things. One of them being Visions is coming out tomorrow, and Young Jedi Adventures, which I know a lot of people ain't excited about Young Jedi Adventures. I am, because I got grandkids, so with my grandkids, it's a good way for me to introduce them into Star Wars. And from what I've seen so far, pretty dope. And Visions is going to be pretty dope. Just to let y'all know. It's but it's like it's fucked up. So I'm giving my predictions. I wrote them down. I'm gonna get my paper out because I've already seen Visions. I got a sneak peek because somebody gave me a sneak peek.
You've already what?
Yeah, I've already seen
you son of a bitch.
I've already seen them. I watched them yesterday.
You son of a bitch.
So I wrote down my predictions on Saturday, and I wasn't even I ain't even fucking close because I was like, dude, I think it's gonna suck. That was my original prediction. The first one was gonna be good. Now they just gonna put out. The first one was pretty good, and even though some of them was stupid, and I was like, the second season, they're just letting any fucking random fucking studio do this shit now. It's not like Japanese anime that kind of made the other ones dope. Now they just but I was fucking wrong. I thought they was going to be sorry. That was my prediction. My prediction that season 2 wasn't going to be that good. And I'm not going to say I was completely wrong. Some of them, it's just like, basically, okay, without me, I don't want to spoil for nobody. Basically, we got the same that we did last time.
Wait. Let's do the intro.
All right, do the intro.
Oh my gosh.
Are you hitting the button, or am I hitting the button? Oh.
Sorry, dude, Mike.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You are now tuned into LightSaber Radio. If you only knew the power of dark.
Here it comes.
Let's go. You are now tuned into LightSaber Radio. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there.
What's going on? So, Garrison got to restart his computer. So, like I was saying before we did the introduction or the intro, I got a sneak peek, and I can get to watch all the episodes, but the ones that I seen, it's about the same as the last time. You got some good episodes, and you got some episodes that are just like, what the fuck. But I personally, this is just my personal opinion, I like them. I thought they were good. So for everybody that's listening, I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I don't want to spoil. I want everybody to be able to watch it and get their own interpretation and their own outtake of what happens. So I'm not gonna tell y'all what happened. I know it's kind of an asshole move to say that I seen something and then I tell you guys what happened, but I don't want to ruin the experience for you. So, but I am going to read off my predictions as based on, basically I wrote my predictions off of the studio, what I knew about the studio, and the names of the videos. That's what I'm going to read off. So I'm going to read off each one of those, and then Garrison, we're going to wait for Garrison to get back on here because his computer is crashing. I wrote too much stuff in this thing. Okay. So let's wait for Garrison to get on there. And let me write down, because I didn't write down the titles. I just wrote them down in order, but I know which website it was on. So, So we're gonna wait. We'll just sit back and we're gonna wait because I wrote down right off of IMDb the episode list, and so that's what we're gonna do. But we're waiting on Garrison to come back. What's going on, Clint? What's going on, Infected? Chris, Star Wars team leader. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. I'm doing all right, Infected. I'm doing okay. It kind of sucked because in the last 3 days, I literally, I've only slept 3.5 hours in 3 days. I ain't been able to sleep. I don't know what it is. It's just, I've been hurting and my body's not acting right. So I've been kind of hurting. So I haven't been sleeping, but I'll be all right. I'll make it through it. It'll be okay. Sooner or later, I'm just going to get so tired, I'm going to crash. So I know it's going to happen. Yeah, so I basically wrote down my predictions based on the title of the thing and what little bit of information they gave us on IMDb. That's how I did it. And I kind of looked over some of the other websites to see if they had a different, like what the different stuff was. So I figured what we'll do, the best way to do this is Garrison's back for the prediction. And I don't know how, what's happening? I don't know how Garrison did his predictions, but I did my predictions based on what little bit of information they gave us and like the little description and the titles of the thing.
Let's read each title and like description, and then we'll give our predictions about that episode.
That's what I was thinking that we would do.
Perfect.
That's what I was thinking that we'd do, because that's how I wrote it down. All right, so we're going to go off of number one. Okay, number one, Sith. A former Sith apprentice leads a peaceful but isolated life, is confronted by her past when her old master tracks her down. Now,
how long is it? And how long is it?
How long is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Do
say.
we know that? Oh,
it doesn't say how long there are.
So many of these, like that could be a compelling story, 100%, if it's long enough.
And looking at okay, so let me try to do this. Let me try to get this better. Let me try to get this a little bit. Oh, I don't want it to do that. Don't do that. Go down. Shrink down. No, shrink down. Stupid thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because it's hard to get both of these on the screen. I'm going to share screen, Windows, and see if y'all can. I'm going to share the screen. So this is where we're at right now, okay? If you look at the person in the screen, it looks like the video from, and I went off of that. I'm like, dude, it looks off like the chick that's fighting the dude, the crazy looking dude that I used in the thumbnail of the actual.
So is it like that style of anime? Is that what it's going to look like?
Well, if you watch the trailer, did we ever watch the trailer on here, guys?
No, we didn't.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Y'all want to watch the trailer?
We did not. Let's watch the season 2 trailer. I think
Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that then. Let's do that. Let me.
We might have a long time ago, but I don't remember it.
I thought we watched it when we was talking about the celebration. Okay.
No, we watched the Ahsoka and.
Okay. Let's go ahead and let's just watch it. Since you've seen all the episodes, I haven't seen all of them, Chris. I've seen 6 of them. So 6 out of the 9 I seen.
Jeez, dude. Again, though, I'm not like the biggest like anime fan to begin with. The only anime I've ever watched, if it even counts as anime, is like Avatar: The Last Airbender. And does Invincible count as anime on Amazon? I don't think it does.
I don't know. I ain't never watched
Either way, anime is not like, I don't know. But like last season, there was a couple good episodes. Like what was the one with the Sith?
The Ronin was good. What's up, Darth? The
Ronin was decent. My favorite one was with the 2 Jedis meeting the Sith. That one was dope. Amazing.
The last one, I can't remember what the names of. I'd have to look at.
But then a lot of them were like really bad and really cheesy.
One of them was like just basically Astro Boy.
Oh, that was so bad.
Let's watch the trailer. Because if we're going to be showing the pictures of the titles, you kind of got to watch the trailer. Because then you'll get a better conception or whatever the fuck word I'm looking for that's not coming into my brain. All right, let's watch it. All right, stop. Because this shit is not in the right.
Stop.
Well, it's not in the right thing. It's like, all right.
Everyone has an inner light.
Follow the light.
I always knew you were meant for bigger things.
What if you just keep going?
No need to fear. There are others like you here.
I saw it myself. She has special powers.
Can you get your porta potty off the starting line?
Jeez, I'm not excited for that one. That one looks bad.
Don't be afraid. May the Force be with you.
It's showtime.
Whoa. The storm is approaching.
Oh, no.
I can fight them. I'm strong enough now.
No one is stronger than them.
We can beat them.
You there! Hold it!
We cannot choose where our calling takes us. Only whether or not to answer.
All right. Well, some of those look cool. Some of those just look really bad.
Now
I can't do claymation, man. I can't watch claymation.
Claymation is by one of the best studios.
Unless it's Robot Chicken. Chris is right. Unless it's Robot Chicken, I will not watch any kind of claymation or stop motion. Yeah, no.
But it's Studio 88, which is probably the best studio ever at claymation. They're like they're the best at it.
Name one good claymation. You can't. Like
Robot Chicken is good. They did Robot Chicken. They were the production people on Robot Chicken.
Yeah, besides Robot Chicken. And that's not because it's like good. That's because it's funny. And like you don't need like good animation to be funny and stupid.
All right, let's go. Let's go back to the thing. Let's go back to the thing. Okay. So we have. Why is it doing that?
All due respect for like if people like claymation, like I'm not like ragging on it. Just personally, I can't get behind claymation. I just can't do it. It just I don't know. There's some kind of block for me, man. My wife, she loves claymation. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah, it takes a long time, Clint, to do. Clint just says it perfectly.
Like,
it says stop motion takes like a week to make 1 minute worth of the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
you watched the Nightmare Before Christmas. That shit was dope.
No, I fucking hate Nightmare Before Christmas.
Really? How the hell? How can you hate the Nightmare Before Christmas? Okay, this ain't working.
My wife loves it. I hate it, dude. It's the same thing. Like I don't know. I just can't get past it.
All right. So the first one. We basically see that one. That one looks kind of dope. And that's what I wrote down. It looked like it was going to be at least good if the story was good. Let me go.
Which one was that one?
That was the one where the Sith master or the Sith dude comes through right at the very beginning. That's fighting the girl. And the reason I say that is because if you look right here, the girl, that's the girl. You can tell by her hair and stuff that that's the girl. So
to me, that one, a lot of it depends on how long it's going to be. because with that kind of intro, like if you made like this could be a really compelling story. I'm just afraid if it's really short, you might rush it a little bit.
Well, they're all going to be short.
Yeah,
you got to remember, all like 15 minutes long.
Yeah, that's.
But
then again, this is Visions, so like I just don't know how much you can pack into like.
You can't expect a lot from Visions. You got to remember, this is basically the same as the first one, just new stories that they did.
Right.
So,
but some of those ones, even though they were short, they were able to pack enough like understanding in there to get you invested.
Like the Ronin or the
I'm thinking like it was the Jedi and his Padawan fighting against that Sith.
Yeah, I think that was what was that called? Sith. I think that was called Sith too.
Was it?
I don't remember. Let's look at it.
I don't remember, but that one was like
we can just switch over right quick.
Incredibly good.
The Elder. That's what it was called. Yeah, the
Elder was amazing. Okay, and I think part of the reason is it didn't have to be as long to get because some of these things that they like went off of were already like basic assumptions that everybody knew about the Star Wars universe.
Akari was good.
And his apprentice. Jedi's apprentice.
The Elder was good. The Ninth Jedi was good. And the Twins, that was stupid.
Twins was trash.
That was dumb. The Duel was good. And the Duel was basically Ronin.
Duel was okay.
It compared to the fucking Tatooine Rhapsody and
I
fucking
just didn't like I just didn't like the fucking umbrella
2v1. That shit was fucking amazing.
The umbrella lightsaber was a little bit I don't know. But other than that, it was good. Other than that,
you gotta remember that's the whole object that they're trying to do is just do different shit, something that we're not going to expect. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to do stuff that like. Cause that's why they sent it to all these different studios. That's why it would be different if they were all made by the same studio, but they're not all made by the same. Every one of these are made by a different studio. So they're all going to be different. They're just trying to give that's why none of them are fucking canon. Because they're not trying to stick to a timeline or it's just completely different. It's just whatever they wanted to make, that's what they got to do. They just gave them to this different one and whatever they wanted to make as long as it was kind of based on Star Wars. Which I don't know, some of that shit don't look like it's based on Star Wars, but you know.
I mean, yeah, they kind of like go off on their own quite a bit.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be different. It's just supposed to be something different. And basically, I think the reason that this is a good idea is because they stick it like right now. It's coming out on May the 4th. We're right in between seasons of different stuff, and it just gives us something to talk about. Right. Basically, that's what I think.
I love them because, like, don't get me wrong. Some of the episodes were terrible. I hated them, but I liked them. I like this different take where, hey, let's do Star Wars. Let's not take it too seriously. Let's just all have our own versions of Star Wars, mini shorts. I like it. It's a good premise. It's a good idea.
It's just about having fun.
Yeah.
That's all it's really about.
Which is crazy because before Visions, before season 1, I was like, Visions is going to be stupid. I'm going to hate it. And it pleasantly surprised me.
Yeah.
And I like the idea where we can go in. This isn't connected to anything. Each episode is its own thing. It's not canon. It's just let's explore what's possible in the Star Wars universe. And
you never know. They could take one of the stories, and I think it's a good idea on the Disney writers because they could actually take a story, make it canon, and make it like in like a multiverse type shit, like something that's happening on another planet that the fucking Republic or Empire don't even know about yet.
Right.
Kind of what they did with Thrawn, because Thrawn comes from something that we don't even know nothing about. And until they brought Thrawn into canon, it was just on the books. But he was from, he was from the Chiss Ascendancy, which is beyond the outer rim. It's in unknown space. So it was something different. That's what made it so good. It was something totally different. You got to learn about a total new species, their enemies, the shit that's going on, the different people, the way that they acted. So it was cool. And then for them to bring it into canon and make Thrawn part of canon was cool. That was like a good nod to good writing and good, a good character. And they could do that with any one of these. They could take any one of these and make them into something that's happening somewhere else and bring it into canon. Like shit, this Sith apprentice shows up in, some other shit. He can just show up from some place he's been hiding at for, 100 years or whatever, and just, give Ray a fucking run for her money or something. They could do all kind of different things. So that one, I basically said that when I looked at this and I said that the Sith, which is the first episode, might be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Just from what I seen on the trailer, and I could tell that was the girl in it. I was like, this might be good if it has a good story. If it has just a crappy story, it might be bad. Right. But I don't know. The graphics and stuff in the anime look pretty good. Her like katana lightsaber that she had looked pretty cool. Like the little fight part in that little hallway when they first come in. I did not like the fact that he was dragging the damn lightsaber down the floor when it changes from blue visions to red visions.
Yeah.
And it wasn't cutting the floor. I was like, wait, what kind of shit is that? Why is it not cutting the floor? I do understand this is animation, but like, come on, at least make it realistic a little bit. You know what I'm
saying?
In
The Mandalorian, Mando literally drags the darksaber across the floor and nothing happens.
Yeah, I remember that. I was kind of mad about that too. Like, what? That's stupid. If you drag a lightsaber across the floor, it's gonna fucking, like, even in Rebels when the fucking Grand Inquisitor drug his lightsaber on the fucking floor, it left marks in the floor. Like, it's a lightsaber. That's what it does. Okay, number 2, we got Screecher Reacher. It says a young girl seeking reprieve from her days in a rural workhouse discovers a legendary haunted cave with her friends. The cave dark pools will change the trajectory of her life forever.
I don't think that's going to be
I didn't...
I don't
go
think
ahead.
it's
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just from that, it doesn't sound like it's going to be super good. It sounds like it's going to be... I don't know. No, it just doesn't sound like Star Wars to me, maybe. It just sounds like this could be like, why don't you just make another anime about this? Why is this Star Wars Visions? You know what I mean?
This is what I wrote down. Sounds like a messed up Star Wars version of the Goonies.
But I don't even think there's going to be a whole lot of Star Wars in it, except, the cave has the dark side in it. That's it. Like, all right, interesting. You know what I mean? Like
just reading Screecher Reacher and a young girl in a cave pulled by the dark side. I'm like, basically it's Rey's Last Jedi story. And I wrote down, sounds like the Goonies remaking Star Wars. That's what I wrote down. That's just what I got from that. Okay. I can't see the chat, so look at the chat and say what everybody else is saying.
Okay. They're just talking about like the episodes of season 1 that they liked.
Okay. And in the stars, 2 sisters, the last of their kind who lived in hiding on their ravaged land, squabble about how to survive with the Empire encroaching on a water run. The sisters must fight back when they are discovered. I kind of thought that was good, and looking at the picture right here,
yeah.
I thought that one might be good.
Yeah, that looks
like it looks
some
more
cool
like
animation.
Star Wars. You got freaking, you know what I'm saying? It looks like some Star Wars shit. But just the story, I'm like, if it has a good story, and just from the description, I'm like, dude, that sounds kind of interesting. Right. I would want to watch that.
I mean, none of these plots are going to be like crazy complex. They have to be pretty simple to be in short little episodes. So.
Then the next one is I Am Your Mother.
That's going to be so bad already.
Yeah, as soon as I read the title, I thought that it was going to be bad. I'm like, what? I Am Your Mother? Like, dude, you just took I Am Your Father and just put I Am Your Mother, and then they're going to have some, like the mom's going to be a bad guy. Like the young pilot, let's read the description. It says, young pilot Annie, who is embarrassed by her sweet but clumsy mom. Like right there, it's from England. Which I don't have a problem with it being from England, but
clingy mum. Yeah.
Must team with her for a madcap family race at the academy. Along the way, their relationship is tested by the elements, their old starship, other racers, and each other.
It's going to be a sweet, like, feel-good episode, I think.
I don't even know if it's going to be a feel-good episode. I'm thinking it's just going to be the Luke Vader arc done in a different... different form.
I think it's going to be like she's embarrassed of her mom, so it's going to be like, I hate you, mom, like you're so annoying, and then like her grow to appreciate her mom. I think is basically the whole story.
I wrote down basically Luke and Vader arc redone with stupid twist.
So we have exact opposite.
That's what I wrote down. Like
We have exact opposite right here.
I was like, dude, that don't even sound good. It was my fault, y'all. I left my my phone on. The next one, Journey to the Dark Head. A hopeful mechanic and a disillusioned young Jedi team up for a risky and unlikely quest to turn the tide of galactic war, but dark forces tail them. I have a feeling this is going to be like really, really, really young. I don't know. I just have a feeling like this is going to be like more like that A2B1 episode. It's going to be just young and
the stupid like Astro Boy episode.
Yeah, I have a feeling that one's going to be like that. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that it's just going to be like, it's just going to be nonsense. So like, why did y'all even make this?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can see it going both ways. I
don't know. It possibly could be good, but I don't know. When I first read it, that's what I wrote down. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't seem like, it seems like it's just going to be it's going to be more for like really young people, not anything it's going to be like the Astro Boy one. Like people that watched Astro Boy and liked Astro Boy, which my son, when he was little, loved Astro Boy, they'll like this. But anybody that's like a true Star Wars fan that's, really into the lore and stuff like that, is going to be like, what the fuck is this weird shit? I just have a feeling that that's what it's going to be like. The Spy Dancer. Says a premier dancer at a famous Imperial frequented cabaret uses her unique skills to set up a spy for the set to spy for the rebellion, but the presence of a mysterious officer threatens.
Wait! We got an episode about a stripper?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Yeah, it's going to be about a stripper. And actually, that's what I put down. Let's go, because I was like, it's going to be about a stripper. I was like, this is going to be a good episode.
How is this going to be kid-friendly? What the fuck?
I'm like, I don't know. I like, because this, to me, it's going to be more like an Andor's type situation.
Star Wars strip club.
Because you got to think about it. Listen to it. A premier dancer, beginning of Andor, you had the cabaret, the little dance, the little stripper place. It's set to spy for the rebellion.
That'd be a brothel, not a cabaret.
Andor's a spy for the rebellion, but the presence of a mystery officer, the officers that try to take him out, threatened to detail her mission. Basically, I said it was the beginning of Andor. That's what I wrote down. It's let's go, strippers in Star Wars, the beginning of Andor. That's what I have a feeling that this is going to be like.
Chris is like, somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper. Mm-hmm. J-Dog is Garrison's lit. Ha, ha, ha. Yep.
And I don't know. I don't know. It just got that type of,
Heck yeah.
I don't know. I just got that. I got like a full Andor. Basically, the fucking thing right here just explained the beginning of Andor.
Do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I have a feeling that they watched Andor before they wrote this or started making this. Like, it just, I don't know. It just seems like that's what it is. The Bandits of Gallic. This is the 7th episode. Fleeing from their village by train and pursued by ferocious Imperial forces, a boy and his Force-sensitive young sisters seek refuge in a vibrant and dangerous... What the hell is that? Daba? What the fuck is a Daba? I have a feeling it's going to be something like... This is going to be more based off of, like, Rebels. They're fleeing,
Maybe. I mean, the animation looks, intriguing. That looks kind of good, right?
Yeah, it does look good. But I have a feeling it's going to be like a Rebel.
They're going to be getting by train.
It's like Thrawn is tracing them, and they're trying to get away because they don't want the girl. Like it's like a Force-sensitive Thrawn. Because that kind of look a blue-skinned dude with red eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be like some Force-sensitive Thrawn type character that's trying to get they're trying to, get her sister, and they're just trying to get away. It might be good. I don't know. What I wrote down is that's what I wrote down. A Thrawn-looking character, this after his Force-sensitive sister, in order to change her to the dark side, or train her in the dark side, is what I wrote down. Because that's kind of what it looks like. That's what I got from looking at this.
I'm not sure.
But the next one is the pit, and there's no images. And I wish they had images, because then you could kind of look at it, and
Well, that's some great. Yeah, look at that. That is some great animation right there.
A fear of a young prisoner forced to dig for Kyber by the Empire plans a risky escape for he and his people. Yeah, I don't know. It could be good. It could be bad.
Yeah, it could be great. Could be not great.
I have a feeling it's going to be like based on some type of like, I don't know. I got a Rogue One. I wrote down Rogue One digging for the Kyber crystals during the time before the beginning of Rogue One, because that's how they was doing that planet. Remember, they was trying to get all the Kyber crystals off of that planet. So I have a feeling that
I'm picturing like Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, all the children working in the mines.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
I didn't think about that, but that's a good point. It kind of does sound like some.
Indy.
And then they had to put a song in that, so it's Owl's song. I guess that's how you say that. An alien child who longs to sing is raised by her loving but stern father to stay quiet because of the what the fuck is that word? Calamitous effects her voice have on the crystal in the nearby mines. So I have a feeling that this one's going to be kind of based off of this one a little bit. It's going to be like Frozen, mines,
concealed.
And she has Force singing, and yeah, it's going to be just some weird shit. And then looking at the animation, it kind of looks like some fucking what I write down. I didn't write down nothing on this one, so I don't know.
I'll bet you everything. It's going to be Frozen. Her singing brings out magic powers with the crystals. Her dad's going to be like, concealed, don't feel, don't let it show. Keep it under wraps. And then she's going to sing, let it go. And the crystals are going to do some magic power, and she'll defeat evil with her.
Basically. God. It's going to be fucking Tatooine Rhapsody all over again.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's basically that's what happened. They sung, they got their freedom, or whatever they sung, and then fucking job, and everybody loved that shit. That shit was stupid. It was really dumb. So that's the predictions of what I don't even know why I didn't write down number 9. I was tripping or something. Oh shit! I gotta move this over so we can get back to normal. So what do y'all think? I want to hear what everybody in the chat. Okay, let's go through the chat right quick, because I couldn't see
they were
the
mostly
chat.
Talking about.
Let's go through the chat right quick, because I couldn't see. I had to move the thing over so I could read the shit. Not the biggest fan of the whole claymation unless it's Robot Chicken. Okay, we already went through that. Infected, Run Chicken Run, Dr. Kari.
It's Chicken Run, not Run Chicken Run.
That's not Aardman Animation. Yeah, that's Aardman Animation.
That's a claymation.
Now they're Aardman Animation. It's Aardman Animations 88 now. I think that's what they said. I was reading an article about this shit earlier.
It's stop motion. It takes like a week. Yeah, R-Form's super intense. I mean, like, I'm all for Star Wars content, but a lot of these episodes, like super G-rated, a lot of these episodes do look like really. And I think they're kid friendly, which is fine.
They're made for kids, but I think they're just made to bring out the imagination in all of us, which is kind of a cool thing. Because you imagine this: say, any one of us watches an episode of that shit and writes a Star Wars book that's awesome as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could happen. Like, because it's just a spark. I think it's just a sparked imagination. And you have to really look at it like a kid. Like, if you were a kid, which is very hard for Garrison to do. Garrison don't like kid shit. But I think you have to watch it.
Shut up. I like some kid stuff. God.
But I think you really got to take it like, you got to use imagination, and you really got to look at it as,
Which is one of the reasons I like Visions. Visions allows me to like get in that mindset where like, all right, no, like it's not like in the same universe as the rest of Star Wars. It's exploring what is possible in Star Wars. And so I can suspend a lot of like disbelief and just kind of like watch along and like, you know what I mean? I don't hold it to as high a standard as I would all the live action shows and stuff.
Yeah, I just don't think that. I don't think it's meant to be. I think it's just meant to be like filler content. That's all it is. It's just like a bunch of stuff we can just watch it, talk about it, and move on, and basically give us something that's not meant to be taken seriously. It's meant to just have fun and just, if you don't like it, talk shit. Nobody cares. And if you like it, say that you like it, what you liked about it. It just gives us something to talk about. So we have a couple weeks to talk about stuff before it's going to be, because by the looks of everything, it's going to be a while before it's going to be like a whole summer before we get, I don't know, because we don't know when Skeleton Crew is coming out. Because Skeleton Crew comes out this year, and then Ahsoka comes out this year. So hopefully like midsummer, Skeleton. Is it Skeleton Crew that comes out this summer? Which one?
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
Skeleton
a lot of
Crew
shit
and
is coming
Ahsoka
out
comes
this
out this
summer.
summer.
I don't know.
I don't know. Let me see. I don't be wanting to misquote shit. I know we just talked about this, but actually, this is what I can do. Okay, I got this shit written down already. It's already typed out. Where is that? No, don't go over there. So we have Visions is coming out, Ahsoka's coming out, and Skeleton Crew's coming out this year. So hopefully Skeleton Crew comes out by the summer.
And Young Jedi Adventures.
Well, Young Jedi Adventures comes out tomorrow, but it's only like 6 episodes of Young Jedi Adventure.
Yeah, and we're not going to watch that.
Yeah, we are going to watch that. We got to watch it.
No.
Yes, you got to watch it. You got to watch it.
But then, like all summer, we're like basically from May until August, we got nothing.
Well, no, because Ahsoka comes out in August. There's no release date as of right now when Skeleton Crew is coming out. So Skeleton Crew might come out in the summer.
I think it's going to come out next year.
No, it's on the list to come out this year.
Really?
Yeah, it says Visions comes out
maybe.
season 2, May 4th, 2023. Ahsoka's in August 2023, and Skeleton Crew doesn't have an actual release date. I mean, it just says 2023.
Yeah,
it doesn't say when it's going to come out. Because I think they're going to. Hopefully, Disney is smart enough to surprise us in the summer and drop Skeleton Crew. That would be dope. So we have something to watch, because that'll be 8 weeks. If they say they dropped it in the beginning of or end of June, beginning of July, we'd have all July. I say June. They'd have to do it in June. I don't know, August, because there's 8 episodes of Ahsoka. August, September. They might come out with it after that. That'll suck if we have to go all summer with no Star Wars content. Yeah, but hopefully it comes out. Ahsoka, J-Dog, Ahsoka's coming out in August. But if it's at the end of August, say they dropped it middle of June, it's 6 episodes or 8 episodes. I don't know exactly how many episodes it is. So, if they do 6, 8 episodes, it'll run right up to Ahsoka. J-Dog said it's coming out in December. They might drop it in December because, they love dropping stuff in December. But I hope not. I hope we have some stuff for the summer because we got June, May, the rest of May, June, July, August. Dude, that's 3 months with no Star Wars. That's going to suck. The whole summer with no Star Wars? That's a lot of made-up content we're going to have to talk about, Gears. We have to come up with a lot of ideas. But it'll be all right.
That's why we might just cut the Wednesday episodes because there's no way.
Or we can go back. There's all.
Do Rebels again.
Yeah, we can do Rebels. There's a lot of stuff we can do. And we could actually do a real Bad Batch season 1. Because you got to remember, when we started the podcast, it was like middle of Bad Batch.
Really?
Yeah, it was like middle of Bad Batch. And all them first episodes that we talked about about the Bad Batch, there's no video on that stuff. It's just audio. So we could always go back and revisit Bad Batch. There's all kind of stuff we could do.
Did we do the first season of Mando ever?
No, we didn't do the first season of Mando.
That's what we should do then. We should rewatch the first season of Mando.
Yeah, we could do that. Well, we got to rewatch the whole. We could do that Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights we could do. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. We always do. But overall, I think, and this is what I wrote down. I think that I honestly said it was going to be bad.
Yeah.
I literally said that. I said.
I mean, overall, altogether, yeah, there's going to be more bad than good. I mean, we got that from last season, right? Just because there's so much different.
The problem is like the Elder and Akari and the ones that were good were so good that it kind of made it all right for the rest of them because they were good.
100%. 100%.
They were super good, and I really, really like it. It sparked my.
I don't think you understand. The Elder was like phenomenal. Like, oh my god!
I liked Ronin. I liked the Akari. I liked the Ninth Jedi when they all ganged up on the one dude because all the Sith acted like Jedi. I thought that was cool as shit. Like they got all these people acting like Jedi. There was enough of good ones that made the rest of them worth just being there. I mean, it just made them. It made everything great. I wrote down, I said, I have a feeling that because they put everything out, you know what I'm saying, they instead of having like Japanese anime like or Chinese anime like they did last time, like their people doing it, they sent it, there's European people doing it, there's, they send it all over the place. I think there's too many different people doing it that wasn't like being in a situation of doing something that's totally different. So I have a feeling I thought it was going to be bad because of that. You just got too many people from all around the world doing it. Like, if you're going to let Chile do it, then let Chile do it. Let them do, let all of their animation do all of it. That's how I feel. You let Japan do it, let Japan do them all, let Chile do the next one, let Europe do the next one.
But then you get like a big long season of a bunch of crap that you don't care about.
Well, you don't have to. You just pick, 8 or 9 of the
I say
whoever
made
animators.
There you go. You get the top rated episodes of like I say you come out with like 3 seasons of this kind of visions. You take the top 3 episodes, create a spin-off of those.
Well, my thought process is this. So last time it's Japanese anime. It was Japan that did it last time, right? Japan, China, one of them.
I thought it was
they did
all
it last
over
time.
Again.
This time they got like Scotland and Europe and Chile and
they're all gonna be shit.
Japan, just all over the place. Like give it to like Europe. Let Europe make this season 2, and then give it to Chile or South America and let them do it, or give it to a certain area and let them put out an entire season.
Yeah, but then you got
they're
a whole
top
season
people.
Of trash.
They're top people, they're top anime studios in their country, and let them do the whole season like they did with Japan last time. Let them do it.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? And then that way you're really getting, like this time it's just all over the place because everybody's doing something different. Like Japan, like I guess Star Wars is super big over there. It was still all over the place
in season 1.
because you had different studios doing each one. But I think, put it in one region. Like let one region handle it. Do that season, and then the next time let another region do it. So we can get an aspect of what everybody thinks about Star Wars all over the world. Instead of trying to ram it all into one season, because that's what they did this season. It's like, then you got like, okay, so this is what people in Chile really think about Star Wars. We kind of know what the different people think in Japan because that's what they did last time. So it's just, yes, I do agree, J-Dog. Ronin was awesome. I liked Ronin. I liked the umbrella freaking. I didn't at first. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Remember, I talked shit about it.
Besides the umbrella, everything besides the umbrella.
The book. Oh my God, the book. Holy shit, that shit was confusing as hell. Like I'm gonna send you the book and the book Ronin. The book, that shit is cool. Like the Sith are the good guys, the Jedi are evil. Like, dude, it was all over the place. It was like I had to listen to it twice just to get somewhat of an understanding on what the hell was going on. Like, what was going on? What? I'm gonna send it to you so you can listen to it. It's freaking crazy. Like it's like what? Like I was like, holy shit! I was like, I don't even know what's going on. Yeah, it was crazy. It's a good book. It's just really hard to follow along because it's so opposite of what you would think the book would be about. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But at first I didn't like the umbrella thing, but then the more I watched it, after like the second or third time, I thought it was dope because really all it's doing, the lightsaber that she puts in there, it just reflects off of a kyber crystal at the top, and it comes out the end of the umbrella things to make the different ones. Because when she pulls the single lightsaber out of it, it goes off.
Right.
So it's like a reflection. So I was like, dude, that's smart. That would be something totally different. That got my creative juices flowing. Like, dude, you could do that with all kind of shit. You could have a fucking, lightsaber nunchucks and all kind of shit if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
You could do lightsaber nunchucks. You just get 2 lightsabers and connect them with the chain, bro.
But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You could do different shit. Like, you could have, like, a fucking lightsaber that could go around corners. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it. You can, like, literally be standing there, shove your lightsaber in and stab the dude right around the corner. Because it reflects off the other kyber crystal. That's how you get the multiple forms of the thing. But I'm also a person that likes the light whip. I think the lightsaber whip is one of the dopest fucking... It's mostly used by the Sith, but I think that's one of the dopest weapons ever. Just imagine having a lightsaber that's a whip. You know what I'm saying? A light whips is dope. So that kind of made me feel. At first, when I seen it, I was like, really, a fucking umbrella? Like, you couldn't make something better than an umbrella? But then after I watched it a few times, I was like, dude, I like it. It's dope. And then once I got the concept of how it worked, because I didn't realize how it worked when I first watched it. I didn't really pay attention. But when she pulls the single blade lightsaber out, they go off. So you think about it. Well, how does that work? Because it's reflecting off of another kyber crystal.
Wow.
It's Darth Akari, like, dude, for the reals. It's one of those books. It's hard to keep up with what's going on. Because it's like some freaking I'm not going to explain it. I'm not going to even try to explain it. Like, dude, it's just crazy as shit. But it's a good book. I enjoyed it. I had to listen to it twice to understand what the hell was going on, but yeah, it's definitely weird. It's definitely not the typical Star Wars book you would listen to, but it's visions. You know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be like everything else. That's what made it kind of good, because it was like a different aspect. The Sith, you think about it. I mean, we had an episode about it. The Sith are, in their eyes, they're the good guys. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that are right. The Sith Empire is the ones that's right. And then on the other side, the Jedi believe they're right. It's like, the right is which side you're on, or whether or not you feel you're right. So it's definitely, it's one of those books. It's just, it's weird, but it's a good book. There wasn't really much. So that's basically our prediction. And there really wasn't much in news.
It's going to be aggressively average is our prediction.
You know what? Let me just say some things changed my mind. I'm just going to say it was basically like the first season. That's all I'm going to give you guys.
So there's going to be some good. There's going to be
and I only seen 6 episodes out of 9, so I can't say for the whole thing, but it was like that. Some of the episodes was good enough that it would carry the rest of the rest of everything, just like in the first season. That was my opinion, though. A lot of the stuff that is being talked about on news is basically, of course, because tomorrow's May the 4th. And just to let you guys know, Garrison is not going to be able to join tomorrow. Yeah. I'm going to try to do an episode tomorrow.
I'll have to give my 2 cents. Well, we should do another review on Saturday, I think.
Yeah, of course we're going to talk about it on Saturday, but I'm going to come in and talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to, depending on if I have time or not, I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what my studio is, like how my whole studio is set up. I'm going to show you guys. I've been getting a lot of people that's been on Instagram and stuff like that asking about our studios. And so I figured that would be something that we could do tomorrow.
Mine is a microphone, a computer, and a picture of a cow. So mine's nothing special.
Yeah, and basically we see CJ and Tori's studio.
That's their bedroom.
It's their bedroom with a wall. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like
They just
an
turn it
actual-
when they're doing OnlyFans content, and then turn it back when they're doing.
Hey, that's a good thing, man. You know how much money we was talking about that. I ain't gonna lie. We was talking about that at work.
Oh, really?
We were talking about that at work, like women talking about women's lib and how they want equal rights. Like you guys have it so much
Bruh.
easier than us.
It's better. Are you kidding me? How much do men make on OnlyFans?
Like, dude, y'all can just get half naked on Instagram and get rich. We got to go to work every day and bust our ass to get, we make
Only
enough
if they're
to get
pretty.
by.
Only if they're pretty, though. Only if they're pretty. Like ugly girls, they don't have those same advantages.
Check this out. There was this chick, right? She's on Instagram right now.
I mean, they don't have to be crazy. That's true. They don't have to be too pretty, and they'll still get it.
This chick went to prison, right? She went to prison for running a sex ring. I mean, I guess it was a sex ring or a fucking some type of shit in Miami, right? She took the money. She saved the money from that shit. She went to prison. Instead of paying for the lawyer and all that shit, she did 2 years in prison. She got out. I don't know who her plastic surgeon is, but this chick is beautiful. Like the perfect chick. And she is so rich now off of Instagram. I mean, and TikTok and shit. She is so rich. She signed like a $4 million contract with one of them clothing places. $4 million. Like, you know, dude, I had to work my ass off to make even close to that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even close to that. I had to work my fucking ass off. And she fucking went to prison and got out, and 2 years later gets a $4 million contract because women can just pay and look amazing. Men, even if you look amazing, you still got to work your ass off. You have to post constantly. You have to do all kind of shit. All they got to do is put up like a couple half-naked pictures, and next thing you know, they're rich. Women got it way easier nowadays than men do. It might not have always been like that, but nowadays we need to start men's lib. We need to get men's stuff so it can make it easier on us. We done lost all control. But blast off with Star Wars. There's most of the stuff that's out right now is Lego stuff. A lot of stuff coming out for
I saw a very controversial article ranking all of the best, ranking all Star Wars content that's ever come out, from best to worst. It was very interesting, which I think we should do an episode of this, like all Star Wars content ever.
All Star Wars content? That's going to be a long ass episode. That's a lot of shit.
Well, they have 27.
So are they talking about like Clone Wars as a whole?
Yeah.
Rebels as a whole.
So they have Clone Wars, Rebels, the other Clone Wars, the Ewok Adventures, the fucking
Ewok Adventures is the worst shit that ever came out along with Hollywood.
That's 27. That's what they have. That's 27 for them.
And then
guess what?
The R2D2 C3PO cartoon, the Droid Tales or whatever, that was just garbage. Like, what is this? Resistance got to be pretty low.
Sorry. That
Resistance got to.
Guess what 25 was?
What?
That was 26 was that Ewok. Guess what 25 was?
Resistance.
Book of Boba Fett.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's bad, but I don't think it's so bad that it could be 25th.
Yeah, 23 was Droids. 22 was Rise of Skywalker. 21 was Holiday Special.
They rated a holiday special.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know who did this survey.
This is terrible.
Yeah, there's no way I would. Rise of Skywalker is like 1 compared to holiday
Kyle,
for the holiday special.
It's gonna get worse. 20 was Solo. 19 was Resistance. 18 was Bad Batch. 17 was Kenobi.
Bad Batch in general, season 1, season 2, Bad Batch?
All of Bad Batch.
Oh, hell no. Bad Batch was way better than that. Season 1 was awesome.
Yeah. 17 was Kenobi. 16 was The Force Awakens. 15 was Rebels.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. 14, Attack of the Clones.
No.
13, The Last Jedi. This is where it really pisses me off.
Okay, wait a minute. The Last Jedi was above Rise of... the Last Jedi was Rebels.
Attack of the Clones. yeah.
Who the hell took this survey?
This is where I'm really pissed. Number 12, Revenge of the Sith.
Are you serious?
You out of your damn mind.
That's probably the best Star Wars content ever created in the history of Star Wars.
11 was Clone Wars. 10 was Mando. 9 was Rogue One.
Like
8 was The Phantom Menace.
Rogue One is good, but I don't know if it's better than Mando. Like maybe Mando season 3, but
100% better than Mando.
No, and I don't know,
Yes.
man. Mando season 1 was awesome, man. That shit was like some of the best. That shit was so.
Rogue One was in. Jose, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you. He's like, "Where's CJ? I'm here for CJ."
I don't know. Him and Tori didn't show up.
Yeah.
We're here for CJ too, but we don't know where he's at.
He just ghosted. Yeah, he hasn't responded. He just ghosted us, I think. 8 was Phantom Menace. 7 was Tales of the Jedi. 6 was like the original Clone Wars, which
what
that
the
was
original clone, the original, the one that you can watch
Clone
on
Wars
YouTube.
Was dope. That was dope.
That was not better than regular Clone Wars.
Oh no, dude, it's pretty good.
Nah, that shit was just.
Number 5 was Visions. What? Number 4.
Visions wasn't good enough to be number 5.
Yeah.
Visions, there ain't no way Visions.
No. It gets worse. Trust me. Well, this isn't that bad. 4 is Return of the Jedi. 3 is A New Hope.
That would be up there.
Guess what number 2 was, Kyle?
What?
Andor.
Andor, I would put Andor in the top 5. I would put Andor in the top 5.
And
Andor was
Empire
awesome.
Strikes Back.
And the top one was Empire Strikes Back, number 1.
So
I could agree with that. I think Revenge of the Sith was better than Empire Strikes Back, but Empire is probably going to be my number 2.
Madness.
Empire would be my number 2. Empire
is definitely up there.
Yeah, dude, Revenge of the Sith, that's just crazy that's like not even in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's just terrible. Like, yeah, we should do an episode like that and give our honest opinion, because I know we've done it off the movies, but we've not done it off of all Star Wars content. We've done it like off the movies. We ain't even done one off of like just the animation on which one we think is good on animation.
We should definitely do a ranking sometime. So
Yeah,
this
all
Saturday
Star
we're
Wars
going
content.
over
Because I guarantee Holiday Special and the Ewok and Droids is the bottom
dead
3.
last.
Because that shit was terrible. The Droids, I could not like. I liked the Droids, but I didn't like the Droids. I like the Droids because I like R2D2 and C3PO. I just think the stories was just dumb. Like, what are they doing, man? Like, why are they even doing this? Like, there was one that like. That I like that had to do with them like they had to get some fruit or something for Padme. It was something like that. They had to get some food or something. And they get into this whole little thing. I thought that one was cool. There was some of them that was good. But overall, the whole thing was bad. But I wouldn't put Book of Boba Fett. Like, Book of Boba Fett was bad, but it still had enough good stuff in it that would still put it up high.
Yeah.
Just the 2 episodes with Mando.
But it was not that bad.
Yeah, not that bad. There's no way.
It was not worse than fucking the holiday special. I don't
The
know
hell
what
no,
planet
man. The
you're
holiday
on.
special was garbage.
Yeah.
Ewok, I think somebody asked about Ewok. Did somebody ask? I think you can look it up on YouTube. I think I seen them on YouTube. And if it's not on YouTube, you might be able to find it on, I know it's not on Disney Plus. Disney ain't even stupid enough to put that garbage out there.
Yeah, dude.
It wasn't even so Star Wars team leader says droids was dumb.
That sucker's 3 hours and 10 minutes long.
What?
Ewok Adventure.
But it was different. They had different episodes. It was like a TV show.
Okay.
So like all together, it's probably like that.
3 hours,
it was like,
and I'm like, geez.
It was like 3 or 4 episodes of Ewok Adventures that they came out with. It was like something. It was like the only thing that George Lucas tried to do that was like TV wise.
Really?
And it was just, it was like, and I don't know who wrote it.
It says watch now with Disney Plus on Google.
You might be able to watch it on, Disney put.
I think you might.
Well, they put out holiday special during the holidays, so I mean, I can see they might put it out. But that wasn't the problem. Star Wars team leader says droids was done when Saturday morning cartoons were a thing, so it was in that type of style.
No,
that's not the problem. Because I love like Saturday morning cartoons.
Ewoks was the TV show. I was saying Ewok Adventures.
I thought that was the name of it. Adventures
there's Ewoks and Ewok Adventures.
Oh shit!
They're two different ones. Ewok Adventures was
like
live action looking.
Yeah, the TV show wasn't a cartoon. It was a
Yeah, and then there was an Ewoks cartoon.
Was there Ewok? I don't think I ever seen Ewok. I probably did when I was younger. I just can't remember it.
Yeah.
But droids was done like Star Wars team leader said it was done in it. That's not the problem. It was just the stories was just lacking. There was like, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. There was some of the episodes that I liked that was kind of cool, but that it was just not good. This is like critics versus audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I don't know who they got to fill out this survey. Did they ask you, do you like Star Wars?
Bro,
no. Can you get on this survey? We're going to name off some shit that you've never seen before. Yeah, like, and you tell us if it's good or not.
Let's ask Star Trek fans what their favorite Star Wars episodes
that was terrible. USA Today put out some stuff, I guess, of some of the different pizza places are putting out. They're doing specials for tomorrow. For Star Wars. Star Wars starting tomorrow, every day on like CBS, TNT, they're playing Star Wars on everything. So anybody that doesn't have like all the movies and stuff like that, you'll be able to catch up and you can watch them all over again because they're going to be on a lot of different networks. Star Wars Jedi Survivor review, it got okay reviews. And I think Chris brought this up earlier in the chat that it wasn't as hard. It wasn't really that hard to beat the game. And that's what a lot of people said. It was like Survivor? A typical EA game. You know, it had some difficult moments. I think when I was reading an article, it had some difficult moments.
Survivor wasn't, or because Fallen Order wasn't difficult. It was just boring in some parts.
But and it was PC Magazine that put out the article. But they were talking about, you know, it's rated, they rated it high, but they said it wasn't really that hard to beat. And it was just a lot of doing things that you necessarily didn't need to do. I think that's what,
Gotcha.
That's what it said. I don't know. I read like 9 articles before we started, so I'm trying to remember which one said which. A lot of Lego stuff is coming out. A lot of stuff is coming out. Just overall Star Wars merchandise tomorrow. Of course, it's Star Wars Day. And then Young Jedi Adventures is coming out. And I think Young Jedi Adventures, and this is just because I got a sneak peek at them. I think they're pretty good for kids. I think that they nailed it on thing. They have some good morals.
And they're crucial to the overall understanding of Star Wars. Like if you're gonna want to watch the next season of like Ahsoka, you need to watch Young.
No. But I would say it's a great way to introduce your children into Star Wars. They teach good morals, good ethics. That's one thing, and it's something that you can really utilize, even as an adult. If you look at things like I could probably handle that situation better. They do teach some good lessons in it, and I think it's really good for a toddler or an adult. As an adult, I think it's good enough for adult viewing.
Chris says no. Talking about Jedi Survivor, no, it's not as hard as you want it to be, but the story is good. And it's a fun game, but the performance issues are where a lot of the bad reviews are coming from. Frequent crashes and lags bad. Only 30 FPS.
30 frames per second. That's it?
Which, not a lot. But those performance issues, that's why I didn't buy it immediately, because I feel like those performance issues with updates are going to be patched up and fixed. So...
Who was the manufacturer?
Just wait until they're fixed and they're all good.
Was it EA that manufactured it?
Yes.
So EA is pretty good about fixing, because I remember back when I had a PS2, they came out with, I think it was like 99. Was it 99? The basketball game 99, but then they re-released the 20 the 2000 edition or something like that, and the next year's one was like way better. All them issues was fixed. And I know nowadays you can just plug the shit into your computer or just download the updates, and it makes it way better. You don't have to fucking wait till the next game comes out. The story ties in the High Republic 2 and gives us some story that we have never seen before. I'm down for new story shit. I'm kind of happy. What do you say, Kyle? EA isn't like that anymore. What does EA suck now or something?
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I think it was like NBA Live 1999. I can't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah, EA's a different company from that.
Okay. I did because I know like a lot of the issues they had with 1999. The next year in 2020 when they came out or 2000, NBA Live 2000 or whatever it was, they fixed all the issues that they had in the 99 game. So I don't know anything about games anymore. But I am down to get some new content. Like anything that they can bring out with some new content. I can't wait till somebody does like when they do the whole game movie. I like watching the game movies on YouTube. When they like take the game and make the whole movie out of it, I like watching that shit. I enjoy watching it. I just don't like playing games because I'm a fucking addict. And I will become addicted to that shit, and I will not stop playing until I beat the game. And since I haven't played no games in 20 years, I will screw it up, man. And it'll take me 10 years to beat a game. It takes the rest of y'all 3 days.
All the EA Sports games are just copy and paste from the previous year with a shit ton of in-game purchases and loot boxes.
I don't know anything about the video games. I can't do it. So the Simpsons short. This is something I wanted to read this to y'all. So you know how they had the Simpsons short movie, that had to do with Maggie Simpson. I guess yesterday they uploaded another one that kind of reflects off of that one. So it's kind of like the ending one, and it's supposed to be Maggie Simpson and Rogue Not Quiet one. So, it says it was, we'll release the Simpsons short and horror Star Wars Day on May 4th. So it's coming out on May 4th. So it's going to be like the finishing touch to that one that they came out with a couple years ago. Yeah, almost Rogue One. So I guess this is going to be like a continuation of that. So definitely want to check that out. But other than that, most of the stuff is about merchandise that I've seen in the news. It was a lot more about everything that's going on on May the 4th, which we've all seen May the 4th a whole bunch of times. Man, dude, somebody asked me what the 5th was the other day. Sunday. They said, what do we say for the 5th then? If it's May the 4th, what is the 5th? And for the fucking, I'm sorry, and all y'all are probably going to be mad. I couldn't remember for the shit I said. May the 5th be with you. I could not remember Revenge of the 5th.
Really?
I lost Star Wars Stripes that day. I could not remember for the life of me what the hell we said for the 5th. And I said, I don't know, the 5th be with you. I could not remember. MS Brain got me, and I just lost Star Wars Stripes on that. I know if there's anybody, they're like, you're an idiot. You don't know shit. So it's definitely, having MS sucks because I completely forgot. Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, a lot of the news is just basically all the stuff coming out on May the 4th. A lot of merchandise stuff, all the releases is coming out. So of course, Visions, Young Jedi Adventures, the Maggie Simpson thing, and there was actually I read an article on Disney. On Disney's website that says that we might be pleasantly surprised by surprise content, but I think that it got leaked and it's the Disney Simpson short that goes off of the other one because there was only two places that had put it out, and they both put it out on the 2nd, and then it was kind of like they put it out and then nobody else has put out anything after that. So I don't know if they put a gag order on it, but I have a feeling that that's what it's going to be. I doubt it'll be like a another season, but we might get, like something that they might put out something that's, like maybe like the brain work like
sorry, go ahead.
The cut scenes from some of the movies or something, because there's still all the cut scenes still hasn't been released from the sequel trilogy. Only part of the cut scenes have been released from the sequel, so it could be something like that. But there's supposed to be some sneak, not sneak peek, but some secret stuff being released tomorrow too on Disney Plus.
Gotcha.
So that'll be kind of cool if they do that. I have a feeling it's the Simpson thing, because they kind of like just left that hanging on the thing, because the last part of it we didn't even get to see what really happened. So I have a feeling that might be one of the things.
Chris says one thing he really liked about the game was choosing which lightsaber stance to rock with. Single blade, double, Ahsoka's double, saber with blaster, and crossguard, which is like a heavy sword. I liked Ghost of Tsushima, how they did stances, how you would switch them depending on the enemy you were fighting, but I don't know. That could be good.
I don't know. Like I said, what I'm excited about is when they start coming out with the movies. The YouTube, like when they stitch the whole game together and make a movie out of it. Like right. I like those. I watched all of them. I just can't play games. Like I'm too addictive. Y'all won't see me on a podcast if I get it. I literally bought the game.
Goodbye,
I bought a
Kyle.
whole game system and everything, and I canceled it because I was like, "What are you doing? You can't do that. And like you'll like ruin your life over a video game." And my wife already hates me because she says I spend too much time in my studio and I don't spend enough time with her. So like the last thing I want to do is get a video game. She'll fucking divorce me. But I think that's about it for today.
That's it, yeah.
So tomorrow I'll probably come on. It'll probably be a little bit earlier than today. I'll send out I'll put it up as soon as I get off work, that if I'm gonna do it or not. I'm gonna come on, but I'm probably going to show you guys the studio, because a lot of people have been asking, what my studio looks like. I'll do a studio thing, and then we'll talk about Visions and Young Jedi Adventure a little bit, because I can guarantee I'll watch both of them. And then we'll talk a little bit about that stuff, and then we'll just kick it tomorrow on the 4th, because it's Phoenix's birthday tomorrow, so CJ and Tori said they weren't going to be able to come on tomorrow. And Garrison got to take it. You never did tell us where she's going.
Addison?
You said you were taking Addison.
Oh, she's going to visit her sister. Her sister's pregnant, and they're having a baby shower, and her sister's having kind of a difficult pregnancy, so she's not going to be able to travel for a while. So all the family's going to visit her for all the sisters are going to visit her for
cool. That's hella
the
cool.
weekend. Yeah.
Hey, Addison, have fun. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time away from Garrison.
No.
That's one of the greatest things ever, man. Getting away from each other for a while. Then when you come back.
Dude, I know. I remember when I went off to work in DC and Addison was staying here. I was like, dude, this sucks. And when we got back together, we were like, let's go.
Yeah, it's
Literally.
amazing.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I think we're gonna wrap it up tonight. Oh, just to let everybody know, the Spotify, anybody that listens to the audio, the Spotify is not the problem is that for some reason I can't do video. I thought about just doing the audio, but I've been putting out the videos for so long, so we're a couple episodes behind on the Spotify. And it's Adobe. I use Adobe products, and for some reason, Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm not the only person. I've talked to several people, but it's glitching. It won't let you export anything out of fucking Adobe Premiere for some reason. So I've been dealing with them, trying to get them. They're supposed to email me and let me know when when the shit is fixed, because I can't. All I get is a blue spinning ring in the middle every time I try to export. So like the last 3 episodes or 2 episodes, and then this episode will be the 3rd episode. It's only episodes that's not out on Spotify right now. And as soon as Adobe gets that shit fixed, and I can export the files and get them over there, then they'll be coming. Because right now it won't let me do it. And then it's crazy because I can't use the YouTube file.
I know. Well, because it sucks. Because Spotify is the best because like you can listen to it, and then when you need to look, you can flip it open.
You can turn it on. I watch everything that I can. Anything that's on Spotify, I watch it on Spotify. I don't ever watch YouTube. Well, I watch YouTube online. I watch YouTube a lot, but I'll check out Spotify because I listen to Spotify all day at work. But it just sucks because if you take the file off of YouTube, like when I download a file off of YouTube, it won't let me put it on Spotify. I have to run it through the thing and shrink it down in order for it to go on Spotify. Spotify has Spotify pays the most though, Star Wars Team Leader. But when you shrink down, it won't. The file's too large coming straight off of YouTube. So it won't, you're only allowed to upload a certain size file to Spotify. It's basically everything. Like you can upload, there's a limitation on what you can upload on YouTube, which is crazy because when you download from YouTube, it fucking gives you the most giantest file ever. Like, why is this fucking file so damn big? You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, an hour video is fucking 50 gigabytes? What the fuck? You know, it's stupid. But as soon as I get it figured out, as soon as Adobe lets me know, I'll get all them uploaded for anybody that wants to, go back and watch this stuff on Spotify or listen to it on Spotify. Or anybody that's been coming here that usually watches us on Spotify that's been coming to the thing, the YouTube and watching the YouTube, we'll get it all figured out. But I will see you guys tomorrow. For the recap on Visions and Young Jedi Adventures. So I will see you guys then, and Garrison will see you on Saturday. So we got some stuff coming. It's gonna be fun. All right. So stay outrageous, and may the Force be with you.
Thank you for tuning in to LSR. If you've enjoyed the show, consider subscribing so you can be notified when new episodes are released. If you would like to be a guest on the show or just want to give us some feedback, feel free to email us. You can also reach out to us on all major social media platforms. LightSaber Radio is produced by PicFilm Media and is a Swaycast original, starring Garrison Turcotte, CJ Elliott, and Kyle McDaniel. And don't forget to join us next time for more adventures in a galaxy far, far away.